Hi, everyone. Good afternoon from Vienna. I'm your host, Adela. It is Making It in Austria channel. And today I thought to create a very special, exactly, of the Making It in Austria with a dear Danja Bauer, whose mission and whose passion is about rocking the stage. So making sure that everybody who goes out on the stage rocks the stage. So today we will discuss a couple of things that might be interesting for you in your rocking the stage, be it in the company or outside of the company, going out and giving speeches. So I asked my dear Danja, that I know for a very long time and follow on LinkedIn, have her newsletter, checking regularly what she's doing, to come to this special for Making It in Austria community and tell us a little bit about her work, what she's seeing, and if she can give us some tips, tricks, techniques, how to use our time very efficiently and make sure that all our presentations are well prepared and that we get our message through. Danja, welcome.
Hello, Adela. Thank you having you in your show. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for taking the time. As we usually start, so let's ask you to give the introduction of who's Danja and what does it mean rocking the stage for you?
Okay, so yeah, I was born in Vienna, so this is my hometown, and I also live on a sunny island, Cyprus, where am I right now, and I rock the stage. I have been rocking the stage for already 30 years. Can you imagine? So I'm a singer, a professional singer. I sing at precious events like wedding parties, company parties, birthday parties. And I also speak on stage as a speaker and as a moderator. And my passion is music. And when I listen to several talks or speeches in the business world, for example, I see that many presentations are not that impactful or emotional or inspiring, like for example music is entertaining, music is always memorable, and this is what speeches can also do, or speakers can also be, and this is my mission, to not only rock the stage but also to speak as impactful and heart-touching and memorable as music. And this is what I teach many people, owners from companies, sales managers, solo entrepreneurs. Yeah, this is what I'm doing, and that is what I love.
I had a pleasure to work briefly with you, and I know some other women from my circle that work with you, and they were all superbly happy with going out, and some of them have done it for the very first time, or for the very first time live, before the live audience, after all the corona. So I've seen your work, and for me it was very, very fruitful having this with you.
Oh, thank you.
If you thinking of since you work with so many people through the industry, thinking out of curiosity, so if you would have the magic stick, and what would be one thing that you would say, if people would do this thing, then their talks and would be more impactful, as you said, would be more emotional, would stay. If there is this one thing that you would say, why are they not using more of it?
Okay. So when people are coming to me the first time, and some people are coming and say, oh, I'm not confident enough, I don't feel well on stage. And even if people are feeling confident, the first thing what I do with them is working with them on their speech structure. Because speech structure gives you clarity, gives you confidence. It's like a red thread where you can hold on to. And when you know your speech structure, when you prepare for the speech structure, then it gives you so much clarity, and also your audience will feel that you're, wow, or he is professional, she's confident in what she's saying. And what I do with them is, it's a 4-step process when I work on a speech structure. First, I want to tell you, it's all about preparation. There exists a nice quote from Benjamin Franklin, the founder of the United States, and he said once, if you fail to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So if you don't do your work in advance and you jump immediately into a presentation and you don't plan and so on and make a cool speech structure, then your presentation isn't certainly not that good as when you prepare. Mm-hmm. So it's a 4-step process, what I do with them. First is plan. Mm-hmm. In the planning phase, I ask questions. Like, for example, what is your main message with your talk? What do you want to say? Say it in a little sentence, like a song is doing. You're simply the best. Let's get loud. If you have such a cool, clear sentence, what is your speech about, then everything is so easy, and it's clarity. So have a clear main message. The next thing is, what is your aim? What is your personal aim? Okay, I want to feel confident, for example, with this speech, or I want to really rock the stage. What is your business message? For example, I want to gain client with my speech. And also, what is the aim for your audience? I want my audience that they are really like my speech, that they put something from the speech they can adopt and really took it out there, or it changed their mind, whatever. Yeah, but have a clear aim. This is the second thing. Also, always put your shoes into the audience. Ask yourself, okay, what are their problems? What are their challenges? What is it of interest for them? And when you think about in this way, and not only what do I want to say, but step into the shoes into your audience. It helps so much. So these are the 3 things, and many more things, but yeah, that 3 things will give you clarity. So plan in advance. The next thing is brainstorm. Okay, what is coming into your mind? What ideas do I have with this subject, for example? Yeah. Okay, this and this and this. And for every idea which is coming into your mind, make a post-it, a yellow post-it, and put it somewhere on the wall. And then you have, for example, 20 post-its. Then organize it. Have 3, I love the power of 3 post-its which emphasize your message. Yeah, and stick only to these 3 ideas. Because if you bring too many ideas, then it is too much for your audience and also for you. But if you stick only to 3 main ideas, then it rocks. And then it comes actually to the real speech structure. It's all about what are you bringing in the beginning, what are you bringing in the body. In the body are your 3 ideas, and what are you bringing at the end. And yeah, this is what you need to do in advance. It takes it can be very quick, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. But if you make this, it gives you confidence and clarity. It really is so helpful. This is the first thing I do with people when they are coming to me.
I can totally relate to this, Danja, and brings me to time when you were helping me deliver the talk for the tech community, and I had many thoughts, but I tell you about the feeling. So that when you said the confidence it gives you, when you are well prepared and when you have a clear idea what you want to share, then you appear very I felt it very, I know where I'm going. I know the journey. I might forget one or the other things, but I know what is the beginning, the middle, and the end. What is the message that I want to give through? And I remember I was very, very, very relaxed that day. It was like I went there, I met some people over there. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'd like to meet you," and da, da, da. And I was like, "Yes, sure. I want to talk to you as well." So there was not this, as I know before, running around. It's like memorizing and what comes next and what should I say and so on. And one thing with you as well, and in general, what I'm doing is like I didn't prepare any slides. I spoke out of it, of this, what we discussed. People bring slides. I said, no slides for me. I will give my 15 minutes talk because it doesn't need slides.
No. Slides are good if you use it in a good way. But often in the business world, the slides are hiding yourself as a presenter because you only present with slides. You can use slides, for example, if you want to emphasize a message, then only this message, the little sentence, is standing on the slide. Or you can emphasize it and emotionalize it with a picture. But often the slides are used and there is so much information on the slide. And this is not the right way. This is the wrong way.
2 weeks ago, we had a company event, and speaking about the preparation, it was really well prepared. Along the lines, I was like, why do we need another alignment meeting? But then it was so important to sit again together and go through the message, right? And we have had the help of an external moderator for this event, and from our leadership team, and the whole, everybody who was a team lead was there. And we came, of course, with tons of slides and slides that had like a lot of pictures in it, or a lot of GIFs, funny things and so on. But at the end of the day, I since I was there from the beginning of the process, and it was painful at some points because you had to go again and rewrite, and you were asked again, is this the message that you want to have it come through? Is this the most important thing that you want our team to remember, or that they should know about it? Is this a must, or it's nice to have? So it was really good experience for me in all senses. And I enjoyed to see how our presentations shifted a lot from the first meeting we had to the point where we really 8 a.m, everybody was like changing the slides and coming up with really high professional slides, like you said, where you have one picture that really captures the attention. And it really says, and there was a story behind it. I'm the person who loves stories, and there was...
Yeah, of course.
One thing important. And like really explanation, what does it mean and how does it transfers to ours? So fully agree with what you say, but it's a process. And for me, being for the first time, unfortunately, in the other companies and other positions, I didn't have that. It wasn't it wasn't thought through in that way. But here, experiencing again as a team, it was very, very, very good experience.
And as you said, you're finding out the message, what you want to say. If you think of the message in the first place, when you plan already, what is my message? What do I want to say? What is my main message? If you think about this already, then everything what you're bringing into your presentation, it's supporting your message. All the stories, all the under ideas, which emphasize your main message. Everything, the pictures and the statements, everything is supporting your main message. But it's the first thing you need to know. What do I want to say with my presentation? What should the audience or the listeners take away? What is the main message? This is so helpful. This is so powerful.
Thank you, Danja. So this was more of sharing. You mentioned a lot about preparation. And we just laughed a little bit about before this Zoom. because we agreed that we will have this call and we will talk about in general about the topics, and we did it some things without the preparation, and that's our life, right? People who listen this, they are often like yourself, myself, asked to join various presentations, sometimes during the day, 3 or 4 or 5. So this is not unusual to have it. At some point, you are the one leading the presentation and sharing. Sometimes you are the one who's listening and needs to, give the feedback, ask questions, and so on and so forth. And, often it's like running from one meeting to another, literally. I'm sure audience will also relate to this, that if you look at your calendar next week, it's like slots after slots after slots. Not promoting it, really being cautious with my team and in general in our company, but that's what can happen. Is there anything that you have, since you worked with so many people around the globe, and on the stage is, of course, what we all do from time to time, but offline conversation, and or this virtual is today for us all, every single day, more or less. It's became like a normal for us. Is there something that you have seen that helps others, go through this fast-paced presentation days, keeping yourself in check, making sure that the message goes out and not going away from not bringing your message through, right? For me personally, when I feel that I'm tired, and I generally drift away, so I go away from the agenda, and it's sometimes hard for me to come back to this point. I do sometimes draw around, or look at the watch, or do things that remind me, okay, I'm back, I should do something. This is what's the discussion, this is what we are talking to, this is what is asked from me. And other thing that happens to me often is that when people tell me you have 5 minutes, I understand it's 5 minutes. So what happens is that I speed up. So it means in reality, it means I go the first, second, and third sentence, it's normal tempo. And then the last sentence at a very speed tempo, where I try to make up with the time, which is very counterproductive. Then people have the feeling that it's not structured. I know it's a question a little bit all unstructured, but it's the way my mind often works, and it's just this matter of going out and talking and preparing presentation and so on, but it's not often the case. Is there anything that you have seen that might be fruitful, except for declining the meeting and not joining the meeting and taking a break or things like that?
So to reflect this again, so you have a day, for example, and you have three meetings, for example,
yes,
coming after the other, and you know already the subject,
yes,
of this meeting. Can you still a little bit prepare for the subject, to read something about this, or to think about this? What is your message, for example, or your opinion to this subject? Can you do this?
Yes.
Okay. This is
10 minutes, 15, depending on in between.
Yeah. So if you prepare for this meeting in this way, to a little bit of preparation, yeah. For example, okay, now this subject of this meeting is this and this and this, yeah, and say, okay, what is my opinion? What do I want to say to this subject? If you think about this, then you have already your main message, yeah. For example, if there is a meeting about should we reduce the cost or should we expand our investment, and you say, for example, my opinion, we need to reduce the costs. So this is a clear message. And now you can think about, okay, what are the 3 things, the 3 ideas which supports this message? We need to reduce the costs because A, B, C. If you think about this already in advance and you have a little bit preparation, then it gives you already clarity. It gives you already confidence. So I think this is a good idea what you can do. when it comes to the point, and there is this meeting, of course, and I see when there are too many meetings, and wow, and the press, it all depends on somebody who does the meeting, yeah, who presents. Because if you're a good presenter, of course, you are awake as a listener. But if this presenter needs more enthusiasm, yeah, then of course you drift away somehow. So this is something, what I suggest to do as a listener is drink a lot, go out for a break, and breathe the air, do some little bit of exercises, jump, whatever gives you energy. Because it's wow, I can understand if you have 3 meetings, one coming after the other is somehow exhausting, yeah. But you need to have air in your brain, and this is do everything which gives you energy, yeah. And when it comes to the point that somebody is asking you, okay, Adela, what is your opinion to this subject? You know already in advance, okay, this is my message and these are the 3 underlying points, yeah? Then what you also can do during the meeting is always breathing. Yes, this gives you calm, and when it's your time to speak, then you speak with calm because you always breathe, yeah, in advance. Don't rush. When it's your turn, then you breathe deep in and out that many times. And you can even do this up front with the voice. So hum your at a pitch where you feel very relaxed, and it's also a very deep pitch, yeah. You can do this because you are muted. Nobody sees it, and then you come with this tranquility, and your voice, we say it's a very relaxed voice, yeah, and it's a confident voice. Because when you're rushing into this little talk, my opinion is this and this and this, then it doesn't sound that confident if you say, okay, my opinion is we need to reduce the costs, and I have 3 points why we should reduce the cost. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's definitely better you sound more confident and relaxed than rushing too much into it. But you can prepare a little bit in advance, and you know what to say and bring it to the point. Yeah, you can even imagine a little turtle or a snail crawling through the grass. I say, you are as slowly as the snail, yeah. Of course, you need to speak with punctuation and with vocal variety, but be calm. That's very important.
I love the power of 3.
Yes, so I love this. It's magic.
I will definitely put that on Post-it and next to my laptop. And I definitely want to train, starting from now, myself, that I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah,
this is mentally as well. You know, nobody's hurrying you, because it's just me hurrying myself, right? And thinking about these 5 minutes, thinking like there's a clock over there. But at the end of the day, if I'm running and rushing, nothing will get through. I will use these 5 minutes like that, and then there's what's the message that stayed with the audience. Something in between.
Yeah. And no matter how long your speech is. If it's a 1-minute speech, 5-minute speech, or 20-minute speech, I always use the power of 3. Yeah, of course, if you have more, 4, 5, but not more. Yeah, the more you bring, the less sticks in the head of your audience.
That's true.
And the power of 3 is powerful. Yeah.
Thank you, Danja. One other question that came to me now from your initial introduction was, what happens if or did it happen to you? So you're on the stage, you're giving this talk, you're all well prepared, and audience is amazing. The room is full, you know, everybody's happy, smiling, and you are in the middle of your speech, you forget what to say. Or like you forgot the words, or it just don't come to you. Did that ever happen to you? Is that something that happens to people? Because the stage fright is so big, right? You know, it's like next to being dead, right? That it's like on the second place. And then people think, okay, what happens if I'm on the stage and I forget the words, even though I don't know, prepared it? Does that happen?
Yeah, okay. It never happened to me, but I saw people to whom it happened. But what you can do in this situation is, again, breathe in deeply, breathe out deeply. And say, okay, now I lost my thread. And sometimes and often actually the audience is helping you. Yeah, where was I? Where I? Where was I in my English? And then the audience is helping you anyway. And if you take your time, okay, let me remind me what were my last words. Oh, okay. But please take your time, find your calm, and breathe in deeply, and you find it again, your thread. Yeah, the last words. Rely on this.
And why do you think? Where is this idea coming to us? When did it came to our conscious that we are so afraid of speaking on the stage? Why is that? You know, we are not afraid to do many things, right? We do it because, you know, I need to go to work, even though, you know, it's going to be this and this and that, or whatever. Maybe I'm sick, maybe my family is not well. You know, there's so many things, challenges along the way, but we do it, right? But when it comes to speaking up, you know, going on the stage, I don't know, thinking of myself, but was there some time, maybe you read it, or maybe you know, at some point in our life where someone said, that's dangerous, you know, like, don't go there, don't do that. Because, you know, we teach our kids when crossing the street, you know, wait, stop, look left, right, left again, walk slowly, keep an eye on it. We teach these things from the very beginning. But somewhere along the way, we are so frightened about speaking up and being on the stage.
Okay, so how often did you speak or did you give a presentation in school, for example?
Unfortunately, not that often. When I think about it, in our schools, and I spoke with one of my friends who did her gymnasium, so high school in the US, debating and so on was part of their normal life. I would say normal curriculum. I don't think so. It was extra curriculum, but I did my education in Bosnia, and you can tell how it's in Austria. But we didn't have, back in the days when I was going to school, that wasn't really, it was every now and then. And if you would join additional, you know, these extra curriculum activities, then there was the option to you know, go there and debate a little bit more, or go to the States and debate against other teams and so on. At university, a little bit more, because we had to present our you know, talks and, you know, our papers and so on. But no one ever taught us how to do that. Because when you are in a professional life or at the university, people or the you know, the environment assumes that you already know it, or that you have somehow figured out.
Because what I realized in America, for example, they are more used to give presentations, so they are more relaxed. Yeah, and in Europe, we are not used to that, and it's more an uncommon situation for us. Yeah, because we didn't practice it, for example, in school. Yeah, so we feel uncomfortable. We especially women, they want to give their best, they want to be professional, and then it's stress, yeah. Because what are they thinking about me, the audience, and if I make a mistake, what happens then? And this is, everything is coming into our mind, and this is red alarm. That's where I'm nervous, and I see it. I have been with Toastmasters, is the worldwide biggest public speaking organization, Toastmasters. And I always see it when new members are coming to our club, especially the women are so afraid. And once we give them a little bit of presentation, say, hey, who are you? Please come on stage and introduce yourself. And suddenly, after giving some sentences in front of an audience, they say, okay, but it's not that bad as I thought. So there is so much in our mind, this red alarm, yeah. Whatever happens, I mean, sometimes there happened something in the past where somebody said, oh, you are so bad when you're presenting, you're so bad when you're singing, and then, yeah, of course, your confidence is gone, yeah. But often there is so much into your mind, and it's all about still do it, make your preparation, and jump into the speech, and you after a while you feel more comfortable, yeah. And again, when something happens into the speech, relax, breathe in, say, okay, oh, and make a little bit of a joke. Oh, I'm lost, or something like this. Don't take it so seriously. Yeah, it happens. It's natural. It's authentic, and that's what people love, actually. Yeah. So people don't like professionalism. They like authenticity. And if you lose yourself into the middle of your speech, it's natural. Say, okay, come on, I'm really lost now. Please help me. Where was I? And it's okay.
I like that what you said, being authentic and not, people
connect
with authenticity.
Yeah. Authenticity is the new perfect.
I will have this down. Let me know.
Not professionalism is the perfect, but authenticity. People like real people, and with all the KI, yeah, we need real people. We need authentic people. And if you are nervous, then say, oh, actually, really, I'm nervous today, but I do it. I give this presentation the first time, a little bit nervous, but yeah, please support me. And people love it, I tell you. Even in the business world, you don't need to be perfect.
Yeah. Somewhere along the way, I always speak for myself. So we lost this sometimes human touch. It's like I'm a business person. I have goals and targets, and I have customers, and people depend on me. So I have to put this armor on me and do this as a soldier, and make sure that everything fits and sits and so on. But that's not the reality. What we see nowadays, it's that things that we thought that is going to stay forever, they change, right? Every day we see that things that we have learned through our lives, that they are not there, that they are taught, that they are man-made, and that every day they keep changing. So I have to remind myself as well often about that, and I hope that our audience takes it as well in a genuine way as it's meant to be. Danja, you are out from Vienna, and this is for Making It in Austria community. Most of them are in Vienna.
I made it already in Austria.
She made it in Austria.
Now I'm in Cyprus, and see how I can make it there as well.
Expect unexpected. But what is one thing about or like many things about Vienna. So, so what do you love about Vienna? What is your when you think about Vienna? Now you're in Cyprus. So what comes to your mind for all the people that are listening and thinking about Vienna?
What I love about Vienna, for me, it's the most beautiful city in the world I've ever seen. And I've seen many cities. I love the culture. I love that the capital is the capital of music. Music is my passion. So we always need to keep our culture in this wonderful city. This is so important. What I don't like, I don't like some people who are grumpy, and everything is so bad. These are the kind of people who haven't seen the world outside, and they don't see in which beautiful city they are living. But most of all, I love the city, definitely.
I'll agree with you that it's a very, very beautiful city, and it's, for us, we've been here almost 10 years now, and with the family, it's very, very nice to live. And as you said, once you travel around the world, you see how this is a best place to live. And that we honestly don't have many things to complain about. If we just go a little bit out of our perspective, just to turn a little bit few degrees left or right, we can see that we really have it fantastically here, and it's a great place to live. So for all of you listening this and thinking, what is the next place to visit, or what is the next place to work in, or something like that, Vienna definitely must be on your list. Danja, we are coming to the end of our conversation, and I wanted to ask you, unfortunately, is there something else that you wanted to mention, or there's some other things that you would like us to be aware of it?
Yeah, okay. So again, my message is speak like music. What do I mean with this? I realized that many business presentations are more fact-oriented and with overloaded PowerPoint presentations. Bring in more heart, like music is doing. We tell stories with our songs. We use sensory language. We don't have productivity or efficiency in our songs. We say, okay, we want to reach the stars. We want to climb the mountains. We also go down to the valley, sometimes in our life. Bring in such kind of metaphors or visual language into your talks, that it's more hard. Connect with the people, interact with the people, even in your presentations. Don't do only a monologue, but connect with your people, ask questions, And this is all what music is doing. We speak with heart, we sing with heart, we connect with people, we have good times, we have fun. And this is what I wish also with presentations, to have not only presentations, but communications with more confidence, with more heart, and with more impact.
Wonderfully said, Danja. Thank you so much for being our guest.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you soon in Vienna. And I will link your profile to LinkedIn and to your website as well for all of our listeners, viewers. They can connect with you, get inspired with your work, and hopefully one or the other will join your mission and rock the stage and stages coming forward.
Yay!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining this episode. It was wonderful, and I hope you enjoy as much as we did. Keep in touch. I hope to bring you more episodes like this. Thank you so much.